SummerSlam itself begins to take shape tonight in Rio. Indeed, because the winner of the Queen and King of the Ring tournaments will get a World Championship opportunity 5 weeks from tonight at SummerSlam. It is time for the King of the Ring Finals.
Finish button. Live. 26 seconds. 0 watching now. 0 likes. Top fans button. Mute microphone button. Double tap to activate.
Champions!
Enable camera button. Choose sticker button. Create a short. Mute microphone button. Create a short button. Double tap to activate. 0 watching now. 0 likes. Notification. Sound on. Switch to vibrate. But off portrait. Auto rotate. Sound on. Off Bluetooth button. Sound on. Off Bluetooth button. Double tap to toggle. Double tap and hold to open detail panel.
What up to that one person? What up?
Corey, there's a lot of pressure on Jey Uso tonight. He has orders from the original tribal chief, the world champ Roman Reigns, to win this tournament, head over to SmackDown and SummerSlam, and take the WWE Championship from whoever holds it at the end of the night tonight. Well, squaring off against the ruler is a daunting task no matter who you are. But main event, Jey Uso has shown us he can swim in the deepest waters, and he has what it takes to make it to the top of the mountain. That journey could begin again tonight in Riyadh.
I seen the results, but I was like, I wanted to watch it again. Because I caught the last match yesterday when I was coming back from baseball practice. You got 23 people here? Y'all hit that like button for me. What up, though? Champions! Ambition in the chat. What up, dog? I gotta go catch your show because I forgot you was on the radio last night. I forgot about that shit, dog. What up, though, to the other person in the chat? Oh, they running it back. Not like this. Y'all hit that like button for me. Got Obafemi coming out. I'm back, y'all. I didn't even know what was going on. I had to fix that.
310 pounds. Over. Sammy.
Hell no. Appreciate it, man. Where you from? Where y'all from?
Ladies and gentlemen, what an atmosphere here tonight. The official for this matchup is Daryl Sharma. He will ring the bell, and in a matter of moments, we will crown the 25th King of the Ring in the history of WWE. And we are now underway. King of the Ring winners over the years would go on to the Hall of Fame. A dozen enshrined in the WWE Hall. 11 would go on to become world title holders. The legend of Austin 316 was born in this tournament. And tonight, one of these two men look to write history at King of the Ring. And here we go, and Ola Femi will toss Jey Uso into the corner to start things off. Corey, how can Jey win this match?
Just like this, stick and move. Don't stand in front of Ola for too long, because there's no way Jey can match the power of the ruler.
And that right hand did not even stun Ola Femi. It may have just angered him. And now a big shoulder tackle takes Jey down.
I've seen car crashes with less impact. My goodness!
The man who is a 5-tool athlete.
Oh, okay, you're in Austria. That what up?
SEC shot put champion at the University of Alabama. And now hopes to earn
I'm in
a
Atlanta.
title opportunity at SummerSlam. Wise move here by Jey Uso.
No doubt about it. In that moment, Jey Uso saying, no way, I'm not going to stand here and take it, but no rest for the weary, Jey.
Yeah, he may not have much of a choice. The man who destroyed.
Got 3 people in here. Appreciate y'all.
WrestleMania. The man who suffered 7 F5s before Boom could put him away back in Clash in Italy. And now Jey Uso looks to take control and do what he does best. Suicide dive, drives Femi to the barricade, but he's still on his feet.
I have to bring the fight to the big man.
Another suicide dive, and Femi driven into the barricade again, ribs first.
Jey trying to take it to him.
Just a few feet in front of our announcer.
Jey was looking for a trifecta.
Got his ass heat.
Femi caught him with a right.
A right hand the size of a cinder block will turn most people's lights clean out.
Jey Uso looks like he's on Dream Street. And now the power game comes into play as he drives the neck and shoulder of Uso into his knees. This is what Jey had to avoid, getting too close and into that zone of power for Oba Femi. I respect the fact that Jey Uso was able to try to bring the fight to Oba and nearly lost. That's part of the strategy. We saw that same strategy.
Y'all let me know how the volume is. Too loud or is it too low? Let me know.
Jey Uso does not possess the same physical abilities as the Beast incarnate. Wicked whip into the corner by Ola Femi, who is now settled in, favoring his midsection after the number of suicide dives into the barricade by Jey.
And here's where I caution Oba Femi not to become overconfident. Far be it from me to tell the ruler how to do much of anything, but this is main event Jey Uso he's opposing tonight. The same Jey Uso, to your point earlier, who marched into WrestleMania and did the unthinkable when he took out the ring general and won the World Heavyweight Championship.
And now Oba going to send Jey across the ring again, whipped into the corner with authority. Jey collapses to his knees. And now Oba Femi stalking his opponent. Jey trying to use the ropes to get back to his feet, but he doesn't want to turn around. As Oba Femi
Got caught.
grabs Uso by the throat. And Oma went for a choke slam. Jey Uso with a kick right
super
to those
kick.
injured ribs. And now an uppercut
Another
by
super
Jey.
kick.
Here he comes, fall from grace. And Jey Uso slips behind and a kick right to the back of the head. So close for Oba, but the veteran Jey Uso able to capitalize. Another kick.
I can't even lie. Jay holding his own. I thought he was gonna get dominated, but he actually holding his own though. What up to that one person?
Oba's down. Uso splash by Jey. Cover. Huxley. Just like that. Not even a
Got his ass caught.
Oma Femi. What a slam.
Dropped his ass.
If you're Jey Uso, cover.
Oh, he kicked out.
That could have been the heartbreaker. When you are Jey Uso and you land right on the money with the Uso splash, the same move that has brought Jey so much success, and it is shrugged off essentially, and you are choke slammed through the center of the ring. If you're Jey Uso, you've got to try to figure out a way to re-strategize.
This crowd is electric tonight in Riyadh. Over 18,000 for the final.
Here comes Oma.
And Jey caught him with a kick. Jey Uso still in this thing. Another kick by Jey. Oba stunned momentarily. A third. And Jey, right into the ribs. Snap by Uso. Jey Uso taking advantage of the injured midsection of Femi. And now Jey gonna go up top. Could this be his moment?
Uso
Will he
splash.
earn a SummerSlam championship opportunity? But
Y'all know Uber kicking
I
out though.
think Jey may have hurt himself.
I think it's equal parts impact and exhaustion. Jey Uso has had his foot on the gas pedal for the last several minutes, caught all of the Uso splash, but upon landing may have damaged his own ribs.
You saw the official checking with Jey Uso, who could not even go into the cover. But Jey Uso looks like he's going to go back to the well yet again. Top rope by Jey. Another Uso splash. This time a cover to win the king of the ring. Femi kicks out at 2. And now Jey Uso's thinking, what the hell do I have to do to put Femi away?
And Jay's got to realize he's got Oba wounded. If Uso's going to capitalize, the time is now.
In a long time since we've seen Femi in these straights. And I'm not counting those 7 F5s by Brock Lesnar. That was a different plane, a different atmosphere.
And there's no substitute for experience. Sleeper
Got him.
by Jey.
And this is how Jey won the world title against
Sleeper
Brock
locked in.
WrestleMania. Jey Uso going back to what works.
That sleeper hold is cinched in deep with the body lock applied.
He said, "Come on."
Can you imagine if Jey Uso can tap out Oma Femi tonight? Oma Femi trying to stay in this, trying to fight back. Jay's got it locked in. Femi trying to make it back to his feet, and he does. And Oma Femi, just like that, tosses Jey halfway across the ring. But another kick by Uso. And Oma with a running uppercut.
Damn.
The impact of a boom! And Oma Femi may have Jey where he wants him. Uso tossed to the mat.
Look at the ferocity in the eyes of the ruler.
Oma with Jey up.
Choke slam.
Fall from grace. Here's the cover. The ruler will be king.
King over. Ooh.
Here is your winner, the 2026 King of the Ring, Oma Femi! Corey, congratulations to the 25th King of the Ring in WWE history. And you know what's next.
Oba Femi, or should I say King Oba, is headed to Minnesota. But kudos to Oba's opponent, main event Jey Uso, who brought his A game tonight. Jey Uso, to his credit, whenever
Shout out to two people that's in here. What up? What up? What up?
bigger, stronger Oba Femi after the second started, Jay began to get desperate with cinching the sleeper hold, which almost miraculously only woke the ruler. Obafemi would sit up and once again utilize his superhuman power to turn the tides of this one back into his favor. Send Jay straight through the mat with a fall from grace. And Obafemi ascends his throne tonight in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The meteoric rise of Obafemi continues. SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis presenting the King of the Ring crown.
Shout out to Obafemi once again becoming King Femi.
Let's set up to Byron Saxton for a word with the King.
Obafemi, congratulations. You are now the 2026 King of the Ring.
It feels so good to go from a ruler to being the king.
Shout out to King Oba.
Jey Uso did not understand what he was up against tonight. He thought he was just fighting one man. You might be able to beat one man, but you can't beat fate. And you can't beat destiny. And most importantly, you can't beat me. Because I am the ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war, the mountain that you cannot climb, the mountain that you cannot conquer, the one of one, the beast slayer, the one, the chosen one, the king of the ring, Obafemi!
So now the question is, who will Obafemi choose to face for a world title opportunity at SummerSlam? Will it be Roman Reigns in the world title? Or will it be the winner of tonight's triple threat match for the WWE Championship? Maybe we'll find out Monday night on Raw in Atlantic City. But once again, Corey, congratulations to the King. WWE Universe, behold your 2026 King of the Ring. Well, Obafemi joins an illustrious group over the years, 12 Hall of Famers, 11 World Champions. And coming up next, Io Sky, Liv Morgan, who will be Queen?
Queen of the Ring.
If you thought WWE stopped,
Io Sky.
your mind is about to be blown.
What up to the two people back in here? I don't know if y'all the same one or new people, but what up, what up?
Premium content you can't see anywhere else. From behind-the-scenes moments to exclusive programming of your favorite superstars, Club WWE expands the horizon of the WWE universe.
This is abysmal!
An entire network of premium content just for you, only on Club WWE.
Happy birthday, America! This year is something special. And a great time to buy furniture during the room show
And color white.
July 4th.
At Ricardo Santos T4H1W.
Go big with our
2 watching now, 1 likes out of list. 21 minutes, 34 seconds. 2 watching now, 21, live. Finish button. Create a short button. Choose sticker. Enable camera button. Mute microphone button.
Great style,
Double tap to activate.
prices, and go home with something to celebrate.
I'll be right back,
During
y'all.
the Rooms to Go July
see.
4th sale.
At Amazon, hourly employees earn an average of over $23 an hour.
Y'all enjoy the show. I'll be right back.
A little extra
Got a commercial
goes
break.
a long way.
If you're gonna do it anyway, do it right here where the eyes of the world are on you.
Welcome everyone to SummerSlam.
Well, we know the brand new King of the Ring, Obafemi, will face a champion of his choosing at SummerSlam. In moments, we're going to find out who the Queen of the Ring will be. SummerSlam 5 weeks from tonight, coming to US Bank Stadium in Minnesota, August 1st and 2nd. Individual and combo tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. But before we get to SummerSlam, we have a lot of work to do here tonight. This is Night of Champions. We are in the capital city of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This is Riyadh. The Kingdom Arena tonight sold out with over 18,000 WWE fans on hand in an atmosphere that has been electric already. I had to run in with him earlier on the Countdown show.
Hello, Riyadhausen! It is I, Danhausen. Very nice, very evil, and it is Danhausen's first time here. And it has been quite wonderful. That's right, Danhausen's been very excited to continue his experiments because recently he's come into a substantial amount of human monies. And with that, here come.
Get out of the way, Danhausen.
Speaking of money, you owe the Judgment Day a whole lot of money. And if you don't find a way to get it back, a lot of bad things are going to happen to you. Do you understand me?
First of all, I don't know what money you're talking about. Second of all, the only person who's in trouble is you, Liv Morgan, because you are cursed!
Oh! He deserved it. Well, that didn't help matters. Poor Liv has been cursed. I hope it doesn't get as bad as JD McDonough and Dirty Dom. Don't tell me you're still buying into all that stuff, Cole.
Following is the final of the Queen of the Ring tournament, in which the winner will earn a championship match in a main event at SummerSlam. Introducing first, from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, representing the Judgment Day, she is the Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan!
Liv Morgan won a fatal four-way and then faced Charlotte Flair in the semifinals.
Well, moments prior to this scene, Charlotte Flair was attacked by Jade Cargill, B-Fab, and Meechin, but the Queen insisted on competing anyways. But Liv Morgan would waste no time taking advantage of the situation and actually forced Charlotte Flair to tap out via submission.
Yeah, Liv Morgan using the submission for one of the first times in her career. The evolution of a champion. Well, tickets are now available for Superboxing 9 live from the theater at Madison Square Garden in New York City. Don't miss Edgar Berlanga versus Steven Butler in a night of world-class boxing action. Upgrade your fight night with a VIP experience package featuring an exclusive photo opportunity with WWE Superstar, World Champion Liv Morgan, and other combat sports stars. Get your tickets and VIP packages now at Ticketmaster.com.
And her opponent from Tokyo, Japan, Io Sky!
Thank you for joining us on ESPN in the States tonight. We've already crowned the King of the Ring. Now we look to crown the Queen of the Ring, the winner, to get an opportunity of a title of their choosing at SummerSlam, which is unique now, Corey, because if Liv Morgan wins, then she goes on to challenge the WWE Champion at SummerSlam. It could have both goals.
Well, listen, since capturing the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania, Liv has been all too proud to declare that she is the greatest women's champion of all time. Well, if she gets past Io Sky, she has an opportunity to remove all doubt in Minnesota at SummerSlam by capturing the WWE Women's Championship. She may be the greatest women's world champion of all time in her words, but in my words, Io Sky is the greatest women's professional wrestler on the planet. Io Sky, Liv Morgan, looking to follow the footsteps of the first ever Queen of the Ring, Zelina Vega, Nia Jax, and the reigning Queen of the Ring, who we'll see later on tonight, Jade Cargill.
Notification shade. Notification available. To access, swipe down with 4 fingers.
Oozing from Liv Morgan before the opening bell. Well, she should be confident, Corey. She's been very successful here in Saudi Arabia. She won the first ever Crown Jewel Championship a couple of years ago. Just this past January, here in Riyadh, Liv Morgan went on to win the Royal Rumble, which allowed her to move on to WrestleMania. Are you saying there's something of a home field advantage tonight for Liv Morgan?
Could be. I'm not sure the Saudi crowd feels that way, but again, Liv Morgan very successful here. And another note that could help Liv Morgan as well, Corey, she is 2-0 in one-on-one matches versus Io Sky in her career. So Anthony LaShawn will be the official in this matchup. The finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament.
Does sound like Io Sky may be the sentimental favorite tonight in Riyadh. But Liv, no stranger to hostile environments.
Liv Morgan, a former WWE champion, again the current world champion. 3 times she's been a world champ. Io Sky, a 2-time world champion in her career.
And also forgot perhaps Liv's most important accolade. She's a güerita. Notice she's repping Daddy Dom with her gear tonight.
Well, both of these women, former Money in the Bank contract winners as well. And if you're Io Sky, how do you knock off the champ tonight?
Io has to take to the skies. It sounds easy. Liv Morgan, no doubt, looking to keep Io out of the air. That's where Io thrives.
And if you're Liv Morgan, how do you knock off the genius of the sky once again?
Keep doing what you're doing. We talked during Liv's entrance about how she utilized the submission, something a bit uncharacteristic. That's the difference between becoming a champion in WWE and remaining a champion. You've got to add new wrinkles to your game.
Io Sky also has been very successful here for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Nice hip toss by Io. Feeling out process early on, and Liv Morgan sends Io to the ropes. And Liv now takes Io down with a Hurricane Rana. Liv thinks a lot of herself, doesn't she?
Don't you think a lot of Liv? You might end up the same way as Danhausen. You don't watch your tongue.
Oh, and a running knee by Morgan drops Io Sky.
This is the ruthlessness of Liv Morgan that has taken her to the top of the mountain.
And that boot right into the throat of Io Sky.
And that's the difference between Liv Morgan and so many other competitors. Whatever the situation calls for, Liv is willing to do it. By hook or by crook, by any means necessary, hanging on to the Women's World Championship.
Io Sky now showing off a bit and takes out Liv at the knees. And Io with a basket drop kick, and now Sky is taken over. Man, what an atmosphere here tonight.
Each and every time we make the trip, Saudi Arabia gets a little louder, a little more passionate, a little more exciting.
What's it going to sound like for next year's WrestleMania?
I can only imagine. The hospitality has been off the charts.
Well, that American breakfast they serve in the hotel.
I sure do.
And now Io Sky has Liv Morgan right where she wants her. And Io now through the second row. Oh, went for the sunset flip bomb. Liv able to hold on. And Morgan now stomping away on Io. Again, tremendous instinct by Morgan. He knocked off Stephanie McCarroll back in the WrestleMania to win the Women's Championship. Knocked down by Io.
Taking a moment to bond with the fans here in Saudi Arabia, but the genius in the sky Sky, better be careful. Io on the barricade, measuring Liv. Cross body takes Morgan down. Io's such a joy to watch in the ring. Now celebrating once again with the youngsters here tonight in Riyadh. Io rolling into break. Our officials count. This goes to show you, as usual, Io looks to win this one with honor, without controversy. Oh, wow! Liv driving Io face first into the steel post. And now Morgan with an opportunity. And Liv now taking her time with a wicked boot to the midsection. Oh, can you imagine what WWE could look like after SummerSlam if Liv wins tonight and then heads to Minnesota and captures the WWE Women's Championship? She would be insufferable. Not that she isn't already, but you really ought to show a little bit of respect, okay? I personally hope that in the elevators at the towers at Stanford it plays Trouble, Trouble on loop. Sure you do. Probably sing that to shout. Don't you worry about what I do. Oh! Io whipped into the corner by Morgan. Liv now with a running knee. And again, in control of Io Sky. Look how calm and relaxed Liv looks at the moment. Just hanging Io out to dry. Well, that's been one of her MOs, Corey. Liv rarely shows panic in the ring. Thinks very highly of herself, extremely confident. Liv now, face first. Goes Io into the cover for the queen of the ring, and Io kicks out at 2. And now Liv will mount Io and pound away. This could be the difference maker. Notice how the moment Io kicked out, Liv immediately mounted her and started raining down fist cover. And another near fall for Liv Morgan. No wasted motion or movement from the Women's World Champion. Again, the winner of the matchup heads to SummerSlam in 5 weeks in Minnesota with an opportunity at a championship. Nice suplex by Morgan. And we've seen this before, paying homage to the late, great Eddie Guerrero. The 3 amigos to be delivered here by Morgan. Delivers a 3rd. And Liv Morgan now firmly in control. Speaking of it. Oh! Gary rocks Io Sky. And again a cover by Liv. And again Io fights to stay in this. It's just a veteran strategy. After almost every offensive move Morgan delivers, she goes for a cover. Understanding she probably isn't going to win in that moment, but every time you cover your opponent, you force them to exert extra energy to kick out and keep the match going. And I was not expecting this. I did not expect Liv to control the majority of this matchup thus far. That's because you're an Io Sky fanboy, and that's okay. You just take a look at the rest of the roster once in a while. Io trying to make it back to a vertical base and create some separation, but Liv, oh, nice takedown. That snap mare. Io Sky and a kick to the back of the knee, the hamstring. A smart strategy by Morgan. Guarding the leg with those vicious kicks. Well, it takes the opportunity for Io, who loves to fly, out of the playbook. And Sky now. Liv will drop behind. And the referee warning Liv, stay away from the hair. Morgan right under the chest. Io lining something up. And Io now with a missile drop kick. But got caught. Caught by Morgan. And Liv Morgan now stomping away at Io Sky. Morgan now looking to turn Io over with his Boston Crab submission. And this is what beat Charlotte Flair. Oh my God. Io though turns it around into a stomp. Morgan got a bit overzealous and it cost her big time. Looking to clank back with maximum efficacy. Take another look at this. As Liv leads back, Io is able to scoot out the back door and deliver a double stomp. And that's great scouting by Io Sky. You had to believe she went back and watched tape. She realized Liv put this new wrinkle into her offense and Io was ready. Back elbow by Io Sky. And Io now, oh, sends Liv face first. Io looking to build a bit of momentum. Reversal now into the corner. Io quickly back out to the apron. There's that tremendous balance of Io Sky and the quickness as well. Tearing the arm of Liv Morgan across the top rope. Io now perched up top. Missile drop kick again. Drives Morgan back toward the ropes. Io trying to rally the fans here in Riyadh. Io across the ring with a bullet train attack. Cover by Io. And a near fall as Morgan kicks out. Io can't allow herself to grow frustrated at this juncture in the matchup. The Genius needs to figure out another plan. Figure out another way to step back on the gas pedal and keep Morgan on the ropes. Io now hooking Liv. Liv, though, lands on her feet. From behind, the backstabber by Morgan. And that buys Liv a little bit of time to regroup. These moments ever so valuable in a matchup where the stakes are as high
Back,
as
y'all.
they
Give
are
me like
tonight.
5
The queen
minutes.
of the ring on the line. Here
Let me see.
comes Liv.
Capital M. Mike. 39 minutes, 15. Live. 39, 0 watching. Top fans button.
I'm back, y'all. I'm back.
Double
I'm
tap
back. My bad. I ain't missed too much.
Notification. Collapsed. New release from your subscription. 9 a.m. Cataluna. Move your Cadera. Expand. But collapsed. Rest the Lamia. These moments. Expand. Collapsed. French Montana says he never recouped his first album. Brightness settings. Bluetooth on in airplane mode. Bluetooth on in airplane mode. Expand. Collapsed. Makeda Evans. 8:33 a.m. Microphone emoji. Expand. Selected. Notification settings. Selected. Clear. Button. Selected. YouTube. Double tap to activate. Live. 39 minutes. 0 watching now. 1 likes.
Backbreaker.
Cover. Liv somehow kicks out, but a weaker kick out that time by Morgan. It seems as though Liv Morgan beginning to fade as we look once again at the outside moonsault to the outside by Io, followed up by this devastating backbreaker. It took a great deal out of the Women's World Champions, but Morgan still fights on. This could do it. Io going up top. Morgan though back to her feet. Oh, shit. Io out to the step. And her knee. I don't know if the cameras caught it, but Io Sky attempted to catch herself on the top stair. And it may have actually done a great deal more harm than good for the Genius of the Sky. Yeah, let's take another look because it looked like her knee jammed on the steps here. Watch this. Yeah, usually the sure-footed Io got her feet underneath her. Unfortunately, again, there's no give there. Those are steel ring stairs. And now, like a shark that smells blood in the water, Liv beginning to feast. Well, again, Liv salivating here because the bad leg for Io Sky would help Liv in her newfound submission. And again, takes Io down. Liv Morgan looking for the half crab. The same move that put Charlotte away. And Liv's got it locked in now, and Io's in trouble. Io Sky a long way away from the ropes. Liv has it cinched in deep, grasping her left forearm with her right hand to put extra pressure on the kneecap, on the patella, as well as the lower back of Io Sky.
Io Sky.
Liv toward the ropes, fingertips away for Io Sky. She makes it, and now Liv drags her back to the center of the ring, and now she's got it in really tight. Almost a lion tamer type position here for Liv Morgan applied to Io Sky. Well, if Io is the Genius of the Sky, we're about to start calling Liv the Genius of the ground with this submission locked in. Io's in all kinds of trouble. Yeah, but Io able to switch it around.
We back.
she was going for oblivion. Let's take another look. I agree with you. It seemed as though oblivion was coming, which shows how skilled Liv is, able to call the audible and deliver a code breaker to Io Sky. Are you frustrated now if you're Liv? Not yet. Uh-oh, went for oblivion that time, and Io Sky moved out of harm's way. And now the shot to the back for Io. And Io still having problems planting on that knee. Well, that's not going to change in the next several minutes, perhaps the next few days. He's at least got some strained ligaments in the knees. Oh, and nobody home, and again the knee just collapsed. That might have done it. The knee buckling as Io hit the ring. And you hear her writhing in pain here. She could have suffered a serious injury there. And it ain't from Morgan. This could be the beginning of the end for Io Sky's Queen of the Ring dreams. And Io able to counter. And now it's Morgan in trouble toward the top rope. As Io's putting it a hold. Yeah. High risk here. Io Sky. No. Whoa! Io Sky off the Spanish fly. She's got Liv right where she wants her. Oh, the moonsault! Cover! She's the queen of the ring! The queen of the sky! Here is your winner, the 2026 Queen of the Ring, Io Sky! Boy, what a gutsy performance from Io Sky tonight. You are absolutely right in your assessment.
Shout out to Io Sky, you dig?
Morgan, who was at the top of her game tonight, but Io Sky was able to dig deep and when it counted most, rip control of this match from the clutches of the Women's World Champion. First with the Spanish fly, driving
Shout out to Io Sky, the new queen of the ring, you dig?
Liv struggled to recover the over the moonsault. 3 seconds later, it's time to take your throne, Io.
Got one person in here. What up? We 45 minutes in.
Io Sky tonight, as she becomes Queen of the Ring, the crown being presented by SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis. Let's head up to Byron Saxton for the winner. Io Sky, how does it feel to be the 2026 Queen of the Ring?
What up to that one person?
I am the queen! I see you at SummerSlam.
Io Sky has made her choice. She'll face Morgan 5 weeks at SummerSlam. Well, still to come tonight, the main event on the ESPN app with the unlimited plan. It's the triple threat match for the WWE Championship. You're the golden boy, right? Crossroads. Cody Rhodes retains the title. Everything always comes up aces for Cody Rhodes. I want justice for what happened to me and crashing into me. I intentionally, with my foot, underneath the rope. Maybe you need to realize that the biggest threat to your championship opponent is people. Might just be looking you in the eyes. Enough! Gunther, you're right. If you want to do this, a rematch for the WWE Championship, let's do it! Both of you did me wrong! Cody, I tried to help.
Device disconnected. Trubid Stormbox Lava is now disconnected. Device disconnected. Trubid Stormbox Lava is now 2:25 and 28 seconds. Night of Champions 2026. Night of Champions 2026. EN Plus. More content. More content. More live. One.
Fastest count in the history of wrestling, Sammy. What the hell were you thinking out there? I'm the official. I make the. Get out there. Restart the match right now. And what's left after one? I can ask for any of this. I am a good God. I've been screwed out of being WWE champ twice. I am tired of the king to be one solution.
It's so crazy. Sammy Uso is the champion.
Here on ESPN. We invite you to head over to the ESPN app with the unlimited plan. You're going to see these 4 matches still to come here tonight, live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, at Night of Champions. And we're going to kick things off over on the ESPN app with the unlimited plan with Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins writing their final chapter, locked inside the confines of that mighty steel cage.
Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker up next.
Night of Champions.
Yeah.
It's terrifying what happens when car warranties expire. As soon as they do, cars are quitting on the job. It's like they're possessed. Stop. Hey man, you got a little something there. And without protection,
Appreciate everybody watching, tuning in, all the people that came in previously, right now.
Or don't get car shield and maybe get your car an exorcism instead.
Yeah.
Someone should help her.
Car Shield, protection when it counts.
School's out, but the savings are in during the Rooms to Go Kids July 4th sale. Save on fun, functional styles designed just for them. Twin beds starting at just $199. From classic panel beds to colorful upholstered beds, explore styles they'll love at prices you'll really love. And it gets better. Save even more on complete bedrooms that make designing your dream hangout space easy, ready for fast delivery and setup. Shop the only furniture store just for kids. Rooms to Go Kids.
What they mean? What is sticky ass people? What is that? What is that? What is 25XB? Hey Google.
merch, the biggest names across sports and entertainment. Head to fanaticsfest.com for tickets, talent info, photo and auto opportunities, and more. Again, Saturday, July 18th. Saturday night's main event returns to Madison Square Garden. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. And Saturday night's main event, get this, Name on Canvas is back at MSG. Don't miss your chance to purchase your personalized piece of history from the world's greatest arena. Visit WWE Shop.
When in doubt, pull out the Google.
Very soon. And again, ladies and gentlemen, a reminder, that is July 16th and July 19th for Fanatics Fest, just a few weeks away. We're also 5 weeks away from
almost an hour in, y'all.
First weekend of August, and we now know the Queen of the Ring, Io Sky, will challenge Liv Morgan for the world title. Who is Obafemi going to choose? Hello again, everybody. Ringside, Michael Cole and Corey Graves. It has been quite the night, and we've got some guests out here tonight.
No doubt about it. Can I get a +2 for SummerSlam? I want to bring my friend, the Arabic announce team, Faisal Mugasim and Jude Al-Najani.
اهلا وسهلا بكم كل جراوس ومايكل كول. شكرا لك يا رجال. هلا
هلا فيصل. كلنا متحمسين مع كل الجمهور هنا في الرياض.
Zero. أجواء عظيمة. والله حماس.
We want to take a minute to send a very special thank you to Pitbull, Neo, and Afrojack for the hit single To the Moon, featuring DJ Buddha, the official theme song of Night of Champions, available now on all platforms.
Steel cage time.
Is a steel cage match. Both competitors will be locked inside the cage. The only way to win is by pinfall, submission, or escaping through the cage door, or climbing over the top with both feet touching the floor.
Visionary.
Introducing first, from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
For Seth Rollins, and you know this very well before you sat down and did an interview with him, it's about putting breakthrough division in the rearview mirror. It's about finally destroying his own creation, the final piece remaining in the vision that has been left standing before Seth freaking Rollins. Right now, Rollins staring into the abyss. This opportunity means so much to Seth. He's willing to risk his own physical well-being, his own career longevity, just to put the unpredictable badass down. When I spoke to Seth last week at Raw, he said, at Night of Champions, the world is going to find out a lot about who Seth Rollins truly is. And above all else, Seth Rollins is going to find out exactly who Seth freaking Rollins truly is. Well, Seth loading up the ring with kendo sticks. It's all perfectly legal. And now you can expect. They might as well do it now before they lock the door.
You know what time it is.
And this is how bitter this rivalry has become between these two men. Rollins already introducing instruments of destruction for this steel cage match, and his opponent's not even out here yet. Something tells me the architect has cooked up a master plan tonight. Well, let's not forget, Seth Rollins isn't the only one who can use these weapons.
Unpredictable badass about to come out. Got 3 people in here with us.
great.
Run breaker. The intro so hard.
Weighing at 250 pounds, representing division, Braun Breaker! And yes, Braun Breaker is entering the ring alone tonight. There is no Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman has been out after he was speared by Breaker through a barricade a number of weeks ago. Not to mention King Ross and Reed, who's now been injured. Logan Paul, who was forbidden from traveling due to his recent torn biceps, and Austin Theory, who was knocked into next week, courtesy of brass knuckles by who? Seth freaking Rollins. And that means that we will close the chapter, close the book on this rivalry in true one-on-one fashion tonight. And you saw the smile on the face of the unpredictable badass Braun Breaker. That nasty dog is going to be locked inside a cage with Seth Rollins.
It's time,
Dr. Frankenstein has a recipe to take down his own monster. That's the question tonight. And Braun Breaker looks like he's got a few toys of his own to introduce to the party. And I like this out of Breaker. So he's not intimidated by Rollins. You want to play that game, Seth? I'll play it with you. Braun Breaker may not have both oars in the water, but this young man doesn't know the meaning of the word fear. He is a genetic mutation. The future of this industry. He's a weapon on his own, let alone needing these weapons. Seth Rollins in his career has been very successful in steel cage matches. He's 3-1 in his career inside a cage, including being involved in a Hell in a Cell match right here in Saudi Arabia. This is the first ever traditional steel cage match in this country. For Braun Breaker, he's been in one steel cage match in his young career. He won that matchup. So something's got to give tonight. The official, Dan Engler, locking the door. Rollins and Breaker now to settle things once and for all inside the 20-foot-tall steel cage. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. This ends now. Two warriors staring across the line in the sand with one another. There's going to be no escape tonight. This is going to be settled via pinfall or submission as Breaker and Rollins hammer away on one another. Momentarily gaining the upper hand before Breaker buries a knee in the midsection of the uppercut. This all began last October, the night after Seth Rollins won the Crown Jewel Championship in Perth, Australia, when Braun Breaker turned his back on the leader of the Visionary, Rollins. Able to put the brakes on. Now looking to scale the cage. And that's takedown of Braun Breaker. And Rollins understands, Corey, that he needs to brawl tonight to have a chance in this thing. Rollins is completely aware of what he's dealing with. It's why Rollins invited Braun Breaker into the Vision in the first place. Because Seth has a healthy respect for what this young man is capable of. Braun sees him at... Whoa! Seth sees Braun as the future of this game. German suplex. Again. And let's be perfectly honest, if Rollins wants to escape this cage in one piece, it has to be via strategy. He's got to have a plan, because when it comes to raw, smash mouth power,
Seth knows he cannot match Braun Breaker. Myself, this is actually his second steel cage match, Corey, in the history of this Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns engaged in one a number of years ago. And Breaker now finding himself in control. Remember, Breaker cost Rollins a chance to beat Gunther at WrestleMania. Rollins would go on and beat Breaker at Backlash. I should say Breaker would go on and beat Rollins at Backlash. And then Rollins would win earlier this month. The score yet to be settled. Rollins needs to figure out something quick. You can't be locked inside of a steel cage with someone as dangerous as Braun Breaker very long. Oh! And the last salvo in this war just came this past week when Rollins cost Braun Breaker the tag team championship. Let's take another look at the freakish strength of Braun Breaker, launching Rollins into the steel yet again.
Killer Steve.
And this could be the last stop on something of a redemption tour for Seth freaking Rollins. Rollins understands he burned every bridge there was to burn in the locker room. Rollins made plenty more enemies than friends, and he's had to atone for a lot of his past actions. Seth actually credited the Street Profits with helping him see the light, understanding the fault of his ways. Well, and that's the fact that he actually had some backup for a change, right? That certainly didn't hurt. And Breaker now measuring Rollins. Braun Breaker's gonna power Rollins up and just, slam it back first into the steel chair. Cover by Braun Breaker and a kick out. And this is something you got into a little bit with your interview with Rollins and the danger that he knew he was in tonight. Seth Rollins understands this isn't his first day at school. Rollins has a lot of mileage on his body. Rollins has suffered and come back from some pretty catastrophic injuries. All it takes is one of those injuries to act up, or for Braun Breaker to exploit one of those perceived weaknesses, and it could totally change the game for Rollins. Now Seth trying to fight back. Remember, Rollins, a 6-time world champion, but he's been manhandled thus far by Braun Breaker, who launches Rollins face first into the steel. Breaker is so confident. The way he carries himself around the ring, nothing bothers him. And I fully expect to see Seth try to get Breaker out of that mental comfort zone. Try to force Breaker to get angry. Try to use Braun's temper against him. And this time it's Rollins trying to send Breaker into the cage. Rollins follows it up with a right. Breaker with a knee right to the nose. Rollins retaliates. Breaker went for a leapfrog and he ran into that power bomb by Rollins. Already, control of the cage coming into play in this matchup in front of over 18,000 tonight. Sold out, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the city that will host next year's WrestleMania. This is Night of Champions.
Come on, Breaker. Come on, bitch.
He said, come on, bitch. I like when they talk shit in the match.
To unfold, but Seth will stay the course until he achieves the desired result. That, of course, all being predicated on whether or not Breaker's able to turn Seth's lights out. And Seth, though, again, the resilience of a champion. Seth Rollins has been there, dug down deep his entire career, knows how to get it done when everything's on the line. Couple of clotheslines. Breaker still on his feet. Rollins now, full head of steam. And this one will take Breaker down. And Rollins starting to build momentum, starting to feel it here.
That certainly is at the moment. What stood out to me, Cole, was as Seth Rollins was hitting the ropes moments ago, he was favoring the small of his back already. That will not bode well for Rollins in the long term.
Oh, wow!
Kendo stick could help, though.
Just think about the months and months of anger and frustration coming out of the pores of Seth Rollins tonight. Into the cage goes Breaker. Coast to coast, a scenic tour of the steel. And now it's Braun Breaker trapped between the ropes and the steel cage. The architect in control.
What are you gonna do? He's gonna do something crazy.
Ripping at the face of his opponent, Braun Breaker, now dribbling Braun's skull against the cage.
I remember doing that back in the video game.
Oh, and Rollins again. And Breaker just collapses to the second rope and into the ring.
It's a good match.
What does it feel like to destroy your creation? Answer that, Cole. Never created anything.
That one person that came in.
It was rhetorical. And now Rollins, they're going to bring tables into play.
And table to the ring.
Problem with setting up a table inside of a steel cage is it takes a significant amount of time. While Rollins is building whatever it is. Exactly. On the other side of the ring. Here comes Breaker. Went for a spear. Rollins felt him coming. That's 6 cents from Seth Rollins. And again, as Rollins said earlier, there's been no attempt at escape in this match yet, Corey. This is about a pound of flesh. Beating down your opponent. This is a rivalry. This goes so much deeper than wins and losses. This is personal. This is about betrayal. It was Braun Breaker who initially drove the dagger into Rollins' back, ousting him from the vision, and Seth has not forgotten that moment. And Rollins now looking to bury Breaker in a mound of chairs. Oh, Breaker though. Breaker back to his feet. Rollins may find himself in trouble now. Breaker flailing wildly. He caught Seth with one of the rights. And the energy of this man, Braun Breaker. Intimidating as they come. And Cole, a lot of times I would suggest Rollins take this. Is Seth fighting Braun? Anything he can do. No disqualifications in this match. Up to the top rope. Frankensteiner onto the steel chair. Braun into the cover. Rollins stays in it with a kick out. Take another look at the agility of this freak athlete. Braun Breaker delivering the Frankensteiner, launching Rollins into the steel chairs. But the visionary with enough left to keep this one rolling. One of the reasons nicknamed him the unpredictable badass. You never know when Braun's down. You never know when he's out. Breaker is always in the fight. A tremendous amount of stamina for this massive man. Braun down top rope. Seth Rollins does not realize what's coming his way as he actually sits in the chair. And Breaker now with a flying clothesline, knocking Rollins out of the chair, stocking him up into their fall. Take another look at the spectacular abilities of Braun Breaker. 3/4 of the way across the ring.
Good match. That's a pretty
Crazy old man, you know that? You just can't freaking quit, can you? I'm gonna beat it out of you! I swear!
Ominous words from Breaker.
You're gonna regret ever speaking my name. Ever. You're gonna die! You are gonna die!
What's up? What's up,
Rollins can't even defend himself. Rollins caught in that steel chair. Seth with a target on his back, and luckily, Seth moves out of harm's way. And now Rollins with a kick. That would have ended Rollins' career if Breaker had connected.
But Seth now trying to chop down the powerhouse. Well, Braun Breaker was right about one thing. Seth Rollins does not know how to quit. And now it's Breaker with a chair wrapped around his head. Rollins in position. Spear. Cover. Kick out. Rollins went for the stomp. Breaker hit the spear. Rollins kicks out. Breaker can't believe it. Just when Rollins thought Braun Breaker was dead to rights, the unpredictable one delivers a spear from out of
they got some more
nowhere
shows coming on
that
today?
nearly cut the
Hey, ain't
visionary
paying
clean
attention
in
to
half. And I've got to believe that if Braun Breaker had another step or two, a little bit more runway before impact on the spear, this one might be over. Senior official Charles Robinson inside the cage. All he needs to do is count the pinfall or be there for the submission. Anything goes inside the cage. No one's tried to escape. This is about harming your opponent, putting them out of their misery, ending this rivalry. Breaker now placing Seth Rollins on a table inside the ring. Well, he's doing everything he can, Corey, to maim Rollins. Oh no. Braun to the top rope. Rollins laying prone on the table. And now perhaps Braun Breaker's going to escape and rub some salt in the wounds. And Seth Rollins trying to play defense. And now both men high above the cage.
I just picked this effect
Rollins
to
joining
what would
Breaker
it
up
look
top
like?
as
What
a
did he
matter
do?
of self-preservation. Remember, you fall off that, both feet hit the floor, you're going to win the match. Precarious situation, dangerous situation for both of these men. Breaker going to the eyes. Smart decision. Rollins is blinded.
Oh, okay. Damn, what it is? Oh, Forbidden Door. I forgot about AEW. Okay.
Rope.
I forgot that was coming on today.
Trying to grab Breaker, prevent him from escaping. Except going for the eyes again. Perfectly legal. Well,
oh, that's crazy. They
self-preservation here.
AEW, NXT, and TNA.
Braun in a terrible position here. Oh, no. Rollins. With a superplex.
Got
him. The top of the cage. Breaker bleeding from the eye.
Damn. GCW. Man, there's so much wrestling out there nowadays. I can't even keep it.
Absolutely desperate Seth Rollins hanging on for dear life, ripping Braun Breaker from the top of the cage, crashing through the table. But unfortunately for Seth, he didn't have enough energy in the moment to capitalize. Both men are down. Breaker's been wounded, busted open. Seth Rollins now realizing this could be his chance, his opportunity. Breaker to his knees. Rollins. Oh, he went for the stop and was intercepted again with a brutal clothesline. The crimson mask on this maniac. A torpedo-like spear.
Oh, he speared him. He's gonna kick out though.
Rollins does not quit. Breaker looking around almost for some semblance of reassurance after Braun was certain this one was over. Full impact on the spear. And how demoralizing must that be for Braun Breaker to hit that massive spear and not get the job done? And this is where the rest of the vision has proven so valuable. Having a Paul Heyman to calm the nerves of Braun Breaker. Or an Austin Theory to let Braun
I'm from Georgia. I'm Atlanta.
Putting in the work. Breaker trying to figure out, what do I do now? How do I put Rollins away? I've tried everything.
Just in case you don't know, I am a blind content creator, so I can't see.
Now Breaker goes to the door. got to get through the door. Both feet have to hit the floor. The official opens the door up. Rollins is in pursuit. Seth Rollins trying to prevent Breakker from the escape. Breakker's almost there. Braun Breakker trying to survive. Rollins not going to allow it to happen.
Come on, Breakker! Finish the fight! Finish it! Be a man! Who are you? Find out who you are, you...
Oh, and using the cage to his advantage as Rollins was barking in his ear.
Rollins imploring Braun Breakker, find out who you are. Finish the fight. Well, you just may get that. Oh my God!
Went for the spear into the table. Rollins with a pedigree. And a stop. Cover. Breakker kicks out. Breakker kicks out. How the hell did Breakker kick out? Now it's Rollins who's demoralized. It's Rollins who's questioning himself. It's Rollins trying to figure out what he needs to do to put Breakker away.
Almost a look of disbelief washing over the face of Seth freaking Rollins. A pedigree and a stomp. Still not enough to keep Breakker down.
Braun trying to drag himself to his feet. Rollins again in position for a stop. Braun begging off. And what is Seth doing? Behind him, here is your winner, Seth freaking Rollins.
That finish was kind of weird, though. I ain't understanding that.
Corey, Seth Rollins has often asked the question, was Braun Breakker ready for this moment? I can say tonight, Braun Breakker indeed was. But at the end of the night, Seth Rollins with the win.
Rollins himself, when he tells the tale, will recollect a trip to hell with Braun Breakker. From the top of the cage, a superplex still wasn't enough to keep Breakker down. The unpredictable badass fought his heart out and was certain victory was at hand after an epic spear to take down the Visionary. But Seth Rollins would not be denied. Breakker got a bit overzealous. Rollins would capitalize. First with a pedigree, then immediately with a stomp that Breakker survived. So Rollins took it up a notch. Avalanche style from the ropes, stomping Breakker's skull into the mat before putting the Vision in the Visionary's rear view mirror.
And for Seth Rollins, he can now move on to whatever the next mountain is he wants to climb. Well, still to come tonight, that man, Sami Zayn, seeking his first world championship in 10 tries. Can he finally get it done tonight? A triple threat main event for the WWE Championship at Night of Champions. And coming up next, the charismatic, the extremely popular United States champion, Trick Williams, will defend the title against the absolute Ricky Saints. We're live in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, for Night of Champions.
Why aren't you wearing it?
Did you sell it?
No, of course not. What was looking down on us from
The
above?
next live, I'm gonna be doing Road to Convention, NFB, so y'all stay tuned for that. I leave out Wednesday, be in Austin from the 1st to the 9th. So y'all just tap in with me. You dig? It's a blind convention, so it's like 3,000 blind people all in one big hotel at this convention, just politicking and networking, just catching up with old friends, meeting new friends, that type thing.
One during your summer sun, and one during your winter fun. One during your summer glow, and one during your winter glam. You must be HIV negative to receive Yes2Go and get tested for HIV before each injection. If you think you were exposed to HIV or have flu-like symptoms, tell your healthcare provider right away. HIV testing may be needed. Yes2Go does not prevent other sexually transmitted infections. Practice safer sex and get Yes2Go as scheduled. Missing doses increases your chance of getting HIV. Tell your provider about your medical conditions. If you are pregnant or plan to be, and all the medicines and supplements you take, as Yes2Go may affect some medicines. The most common side effects are injection site reactions, headache, and nausea. Rare serious injection site reactions can occur, so tell your provider about any side effects. 99.9% of people state HIV negative. Ask a healthcare provider if Yes2Go is right for you.
This summer, the world arrives. Guarantee your place at the FIFA World Cup when it comes to North America. Elevate every minute of match day and experience the very best of the beautiful game with a ticket-inclusive hospitality package. The countdown to kickoff is on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kingdom
of
Saudi Arabia. This is the capital city of Riyadh. And for the 10th time, a WWE Premium Live event has emanated from this beautiful city. I want to let everyone know that the Royal Rumble, of course, was in Riyadh. That was the kickoff to WrestleMania 42. And speaking of that, John Cena says goodbye. A fan favorite returns and the next generation of superstars rise to the occasion. WWE Unreal takes viewers inside WWE's biggest season yet, heading into WrestleMania 42. WWE Unreal Season 3 premieres July 21st on Netflix.
This is the revolution.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the United States Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 210 pounds, absolute Ricky Saints!
I've said this before, I've known Ricky Saints for a long time. He is a tremendous in-ring competitor. He will be champion one day. The problem is the ego. It's the arrogance. It's the overconfidence that I believe will prevent this young man from reaching that goal, at least tonight. The ego, the confidence, the arrogance may be Ricky Saints' best tool, Michael Cole. There's a reason this man was a star around the world before he arrived in WWE. And Ricky told me earlier today, tonight, Night of Champions, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the entire WWE universe learns my name. You meet Carmelo Hayes to earn this opportunity.
Shout out to Trey Williams, Lil Yachty, Lil Bo.
And now he looks to win the United States Championship. And Ricky's first chance to become NXT North American Champion, he did it. His first shot at the NXT title, won that. What's stopping Saints from repeating history tonight? His first PLE, his first title match with a part of SmackDown.
Walk that train. Walk that train. Yeah. Okay.
Man, I know that look amazing.
His opponent, accompanied by Grammy Award nominee Lil Yachty from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 220 pounds. He is the United States Champion, Trick Williams.
Lemon pepper stuffers.
So let me ask you this, Michael Cole.
Shot
You
the
got an
Yachty.
issue with the attitude of Ricky Saints. But Trick
United States
Williams,
champ.
deservedly so, has got an ego as big as Saudi Arabia itself. But you have a problem with this guy.
Well, because in any language, it still won't that Trick.
I know you're a big hip-hop guy. I'm sure you've seen Hustle and Flow. You know the origin of it all, certainly, right?
Lil Yachty's my guy. I saw us hanging out earlier today.
Trick, and now you hang out with Lil Yachty, like being carried away by his entourage.
The charismatic United States champion, Trick Williams.
Listen, the man is a star no matter where he goes. It is undeniable. When you talk about the it factor, Trick Williams is dripping with it.
Here's a very important stat, though, Corey. Trick Williams has never beat Ricky Saints. Saints is undefeated against Trick Williams. And one of those matches he won was a last man standing match. Now, of course, that down in NXT. This is a completely different game. This is for the United States Championship. What is that in Trick Williams' head tonight?
It better not be, but I assure you, it's in the front of Ricky Saints' mind because Ricky is going to rely on what got him past.
I'll be back finna go get me some pizza.
Ricky's going to utilize that same playbook, perhaps updated slightly as needed. But Saints is feeling supremely confident tonight and may leave Riyadh with the United States gold.
And here we go. Ricky Saints wastes a little time. Bell rings. We're underway. Great strategy by Saints. Trick Williams isn't even out of his entrance jacket yet.
Smart strategy by the challenger who is hungry.
Oh, and Williams will take Saints down. And Trick Williams ready to rock. Go!
Trick able to weather the early storm of his challenger. Now some serious knife-edge chops from the champion, rocking Saints back into the corner.
Ricky Saints, though, the absolute one. Sidesteps Trick Williams. If you're Saints, how do you win the title?
Stick with what you know. When it comes down to it, Saints does have a distinct experience advantage over Trick Williams. Ooh, Trick may be the flashier of the two. Trick may have the WWE fans behind him, but Saints doesn't care about that. Saints can be downright methodical, even devious when the situation calls for it.
And listen, Ricky knows better not to get caught up in that flash that he did moments ago when it comes to Trick Williams. And now Williams stomping away on Ricky Saints.
Saints would love to avoid being stomped out by the lemon pepper steppers. Is there any truth to the fact that Yachty gifted you a pair, Cole?
All the time.
Sure, you look like Pee Wee Herman dancing on the bar to tequila.
I can't walk it. And now Trick looked like he was going for the trick shot right out of the box. And Ricky Saints decides he wants a little breather.
These are mind games, Cole. If you've known Saints as long as you claim to have, you'd realize that's exactly what Ricky's doing here.
Oh, and look at now. Grabbing that wrapped up kendo stick that Lil Yachty, or is that Kane? What does it matter?
Oh, and look at that.
Oh. That's a bad call. Ricky Saints a little bit of lying, cheating, and stealing there. And Lil Yachty's going to have to go back to the locker room. The official thought that Yachty used that stick on Ricky Saints.
Here comes Saints to capitalize.
Yeah, Saints trying to take advantage over Trick Williams being upset. Lil Yachty's got to go back to the locker room. And now driving Williams, spine first back into the barricade. Driving Williams, shoulder first to the steps. And this is what Saints needed.
You're absolutely right. We need to see the most aggressive Ricky Saints we have seen in his WWE tenure thus far.
If he wants to leave Riyadh with the title, this is what it's going to take.
And Saints, an elbow and then a knee to the spine. Working on the lower back of Trick Williams. And now Ricky Saints mounts and will pound away on Williams. What you saw earlier is the cerebral side of Ricky Saints. Man is so smart, great in-ring IQ, and it helped him there moments ago.
And it's unfortunate for Lil Yachty. He made the trip all the way here to Saudi Arabia and didn't even get to stay for the match. But this is what you're dealing with when it comes to Ricky Saints. Not only is this man a natural in the ring, he moves with incredible fluidity. Saints, to your point a moment ago, very, very cerebral. Ricky Saints, one of the smartest athletes in the game.
And he realized he had to do something to get Williams off his game so Saints could get the upper hand. And Ricky Saints has done just that. And he's created an opportunity, and now Saints is taking over. Ricky into the cover. Again, the United States Championship is on the line in this one. Saints hoping to keep his unblemished record against Williams.
It was a genius-level tactic getting Lil Yachty bounced from the ringside. Well done, Ricky Saints, because it forced Trick William to take his focus off of the task at hand. Trick no doubt entered this matchup with a game plan, but that game plan went out the window when Yachty was forced to take a hike.
And Ricky now going to send Williams into the corner. Ricky follows it up with an uppercut. And Saints to the second rope. And look at this. Saints showing off. And this is what I'm talking about, Corey. Ricky's got to be careful. He can't be playing games out here with the likes of Williams.
I agree with you, Cole, but in certain instances, you've got to understand it. That was Ricky's way of establishing dominance.
He's posing here. Why did he go into the cover after that move on Williams?
Because Ricky's not ready to. Ricky acts when Ricky's ready to act. Again, this isn't Ricky's first time in a ring. This isn't Ricky's first time in a high-stakes matchup.
And Saints now launch, up over the top, sunset flip, shoulders down. Williams kicks it too. And Ricky Saints has been a step ahead of Trick Williams. Cover again by Saints for the title, and a kick out by the champ. And Saints is going to make sure he doesn't get frustrated here.
I think we're seeing the exact opposite. In stark contrast to frustration, we are seeing Ricky executing his game plan, not getting frustrated, not getting flustered, and taking his time. That sort of patience in the middle of a fight takes years to learn, if ever.
And Saints has targeted the lower back of Trick Williams. And the attack is weakening Williams as we speak.
And it's a classic strategy. You attack the lower back of your opponent because it affects quite literally every aspect of their offensive game.
That snap suplex by Saints, and Trick Williams now breathing heavily, been physically assaulted by Saints. And again, it all turned around when Saints used that ingenious move to get Yachty kicked out of here. That changed the mindset of everything. It changed the momentum of everything.
What was that word you just used to describe Ricky Saints?
Cerebral.
No, after that, ingenious. I wanted you to say it again. The Trick digging deep in that instance, able to turn the tides for the moment.
And now both men trying to regroup here. Critical moment in the match for the Men's United States Championship.
Trick trying to regain his breath, maybe try to get a little bit more feeling in his lower body after the attack to his lower back. And now Trick has his feet under him. This is what Ricky wanted to avoid.
And Trick starting to rally a bit here. Saints sent across the ring. Williams caught him with that big spin kick. And yet another one.
And this is what Ricky Saints wanted to avoid. Letting Trick get on a roll.
Face first goes Saints. Kept up by Williams.
Trick Williams. Oh! Just flattened Ricky. What's Trick thinking here? Oh, very unique.
Little bookend. Cover. Paying homage to one of his idols, the Hall of Famer Booker T.
Take a look at this. Williams flexing a little power, ripping Saints off of the mat before driving him through it.
Trick Williams, who says he was inspired by the late, great Muhammad Ali. And, of course, Booker T, as we just mentioned. And Williams, caught up on the top rope. Ricky Saints looking to take advantage. From the second rope, clothesline will knock Williams down. Saints looking for something big. That could do it. We may have a new champion call. Neckbreaker. Cover. Williams stays alive. Very unique offense being employed by the challenger, Ricky Saints. Very effective, but still not enough to get the job done. This is where the patience of Ricky Saints is so valuable. He's not in a rush. He understands that Trick is hurt. Picking up the back body drop. Was he looking for Rochambeau there? Potentially. It may have been a case of Trick blocking it in some way, shape, or form, and Ricky calling an audible. And Williams back to his feet. Oh, Saints caught him with a right. Trick with one of his own. Pump kick right under the chin of the challenger. Saints uncorks a right that drops the champ. Oh, capoeira kick by Williams. And a neckbreaker by Trick. Stacks him up. Kick out by Saints. These two men, the future of WWE, before our eyes tonight, battling it out for the United States Championship. No argument for me, Michael Cole. No doubt about it.
I went on peaceful yesterday, so that's what I was doing, taking the trash out. Let me see what I missed so far.
Nobody home, got caught up in the corner. Ricky Saints looks to take advantage. And there is Saints with that revolution, tornado, DDT. From the top, the elbow, the cover. Williams is still in it. Trick just barely able to shoot his left shoulder off of the canvas. And now the frustration on the face of the challenger is understandable. Yeah, Trick Williams
1 hour 40.
doing a tremendous job staying in this
1 hour
fight.
41 minutes.
After what has been an assault for much of this matchup by Saints. Trick back to his feet. Got Ricky hooked. Another moment. Bookend. Great counter by Saints. The knee to Trick. Saints looking for the revolution yet again. Williams able to send him the other way. And Trick now with the momentum. And a slide shot. Cover. Williams retains.
Here is your winner and still United States Champion, Trick Williams.
Trick Williams survived an extremely game Ricky Saints tonight.
When you hold gold in WWE, you are going to be put to the test. And that's exactly what happened to Trick Williams tonight. Ricky Saints put up one hell of a fight. But in the end, Trick was able to overcome with a thunderous boom trick shot to put down Saints for 3. Trick Williams is the genuine article, the real deal. As Booker T himself used to say, Trick Williams is that man.
Ricky Saints disappointed tonight. He'll become a champion one day. I guess he's not done. I guess he's going to be a source for it. Saints back in the ring.
Yachty's back.
Little Yachty. And now Williams and Little Yachty teeing off on Ricky Saints. What?
I think Mr. Saints is about to receive a receipt.
Little Yachty's not going to try this.
Oh, he's trying.
Little Yachty with a people's elbow. Flex up, stretch out, big bands. Whoa! Little Yachty.
with a yacht drop. A yacht drop. I was going to go with the People's L boat for Lil Boat. But you clearly did your homework. How many times did you listen to that on repeat on the way here? In the gym this morning. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, history is made. It is the first NXT Premium Live event on the CW. It gets underway at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Will Levice defends the NXT Women's title against Kendall Gray, Tony D'Angelo, and Araku for the NXT Men's Championship tomorrow night. Well, there is the ring general, the career killer, Gunther, looking for his 3rd world championship. He's in our main event, a triple threat match for the undisputed WWE Championship. But coming up next, a rivalry renewed. The Storm, Jade Cargill, wants more gold to wrap around her waist.
Okay, we got the women's Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton coming up. They go check on the pizza. What up, y'all? Checking on this pizza. Had pizza last night. I caught the highlights, like I said earlier. I caught the highlights last night from Night of Champions. So I was like, I'm gonna just go live tomorrow and catch the recap. So y'all out there and tapped in with me. Pizza almost done. Then we got the main event. After this, after the Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton. I got you. All right, we good now. Got my 3rd slice of pizza. All right, we back.
To be believed.
And the man who has main evented more WrestleManias than anyone in history.
Roman Reigns.
OTC, the world champ. Roman Reigns returns to Raw Monday in Atlantic City. A special start time of 6 o'clock on the East Coast of the United States, 3 on the West Coast. Roman Reigns will be at Raw Live. The question is, who's Femi going to choose to be at SummerSlam? And congratulations to the NBA World Champions, the New York Knicks, the Finals MVP. Huge WWE fan, Jalen Brunson, who was acknowledged by the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns when he delivered this New York Knicks title belt. Congratulations to the Knicks.
Jade Cargill
is coming.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's United States Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Vero Beach, Florida, Jade Cargill.
Was she from Florida? I don't know why I thought she was like from upstate or something.
United States Championship. WWE is coming back to Atlanta with a special edition Sunday night's main event. Sunday, September 6th at State Farm Arena. Tickets are on sale now only via Ticketmaster.
We're about to see another rivalry renewed, this time with the United States gold on the line. Will Jade Cargill fare any better as challenger than Ricky Saints did in our men's United States title match?
It's tippy time! And her opponent from Prior Lake, Minnesota, she is the Women's United States Champion, Tiffany Stratton.
Again, these two men in matches, both singles and tag teams, of late last year. Two of the highlights, Corey, SummerSlam. The night that Tiffany Stratton retained her WWE Championship against Jade Cargill, who was then the reigning Queen of the Ring. But in early November, Saturday night's main event, Jade Cargill would get revenge. The night that she ended a nearly year-long title reign for Tiffany Stratton when Jade became the WWE Champion.
That night is still very fresh in the mind of Jade Cargill, which explains Cargill's relaxed demeanor prior to this matchup. Jade feels like she's already done the research, she's put in the work. Tonight, it's just time to cash in and go home with the United States Championship. It'll be an interesting contrast of styles in this one. Cargill, no doubt, with the power advantage. Tiffany Stratton, the aerial ability could be her best bet.
And a basement drop kick by Tiffany Stratton to start things off in this matchup for the United States Championship. And Tiffany Stratton, sweet move, takes down Jade into a pinning combination and a kick out.
Uh-oh, caught in the clutches of the Storm.
Looking for a choke slam, and Tiffany standing switch by Jade. And Stratton runs into a right hand. If you're Tiffany, how do you, look at this.
Lifting Tiffany up. And Stratton landed on her feet. It looked like a Jade was going for that Eye of the Storm move, and Tiffany able to counter. And now right to the back of the neck of Cargill.
Well, you were about to ask me if you're Tiffany Stratton, what do you have to do in this matchup to retain the gold?
Oh, uh-oh, caught by Jade. Stay away from her power, right?
Exactly. Cargill with a knee right to the face of the champion. And the onus is actually on Tiffany Stratton tonight to throw Jade Cargill off of her game. Jade is a Terminator in a sense that she knows what she wants to do, and she has the physical ability to just do it. She doesn't necessarily have the timing. She doesn't have the nuance of a lot of superstars. She just has raw physical ability.
Just like that, the sit-out powerbomb. Cover now on Stratton, who kicks out.
Stratton's going to want to rely a little bit more on her technique, on her aerial abilities. Show Jade something that perhaps Jade hasn't seen before.
And remember, unlike what we're going to see in a few moments in our main event, Tiffany has a champion's advantage in this match. Jade has to pin her or submit her to win the title. Countouts, disqualifications don't matter.
I'm sure Cargill is fully aware of that scenario. And this is smart. This is a good pace for Jade Cargill. She's not going to get ahead of herself. Let's be honest, Stratton, while lacking a great deal of experience in her own right, still has an advantage over Jade Cargill in this game. Stratton's had a lot more experience in the ring. Jade's sticking to what she needs to do, what she's comfortable doing, and it's working out very well so far.
Tiffany Stratton, who won the gold back at the end of April by defeating Julia. And now Jade Cargill showing off push-ups in the face of the champ. What does that do to you psychologically when you're watching that?
It crushes you to be physically beaten down and have your opponent doing push-ups to mock you. Oh, black hole slam!
And here it is. And Tiffany just got the shoulder up.
Take a look at this. Cargill ripping Tiffany Stratton out of midair, driving her down with that spinning sidewalk slam.
We've talked about this a lot, Corey, but it is so much fun to watch the maturation process of Cargill in the ring over the past year.
I agree, and I think going back to WrestleMania against Rhea Ripley, even though Cargill lost the WWE Women's Championship, might have been Jade's most complete performance from start to finish. And that can actually be a good thing for a superstar's career, a confidence builder.
Tiffany trying to go toe-to-toe with Cargill. You're not going to outpower Jade. You got to outsmart her in this matchup.
Although even in the wake of WrestleMania, Jade Cargill still refused to acknowledge that Rhea defeated her. Jade claims she defeated herself.
And now Tiffany. And
nice drop kick, creates a little separation.
And Tiffany Stratton driving Cargill to the corner. And now Tiffany with an opportunity.
I'm not entirely certain, but I think the knee of Cargill might have knocked a tooth loose on the champion.
And Jade just catching Tiffany.
Here it comes!
Here we go. Tiffany, though, reverses Jaded. There's a basement truck. Drop kick by Stratton. Cover now. Hook of the leg on Cargill. And a kick out by Jaded, too.
You see some frustration at the moment on the face of the champion, Tiffany Stratton.
Is this the pace you expected here?
From Jade Cargill, yes. I know Tiffany Stratton would feel a little more comfortable pushing the pace just a hair, but this is exactly where Cargill wants it. And again, Tiffany wanted that unique way to get into the Alabama slam.
And this time, Jade, though, sent into the top turnbuckle.
And kudos to Cargill for utilizing her power to thwart Stratton's attempt for the moment.
And rolling senton by Tiffany. Puts
Night of Champions 2026. Night of Champions 2026. ESPN Plus. There was an error playing this video. More live, multi-view, broadcasts. Okay.
Damn, what happened? My bad, y'all. I don't know what the hell happened. Hold on. I know it ain't go off that quick.
Empire State. Empire State. ESPN Plus. More live, multi-view, more live. Empire State. 013. 014. Slider. 121 and 48 seconds.
Did the match end already? Hold on.
Empire State.
I'm gonna end this stream. I appreciate everybody that tapped in with me so far. I'm trying to see what happened. I'll be right back though.
Was their local skate shop called Supreme. Skate shops were hard to come by. They'd pop up and then they'd close, which is the nature of any small skate shop that's struggling to get by. And it's not until 1994 when Supreme opens that these kids finally have a